So now we got to talk about the quarterbacks that they looking to draft. Now, it's like a merry-go-round with them. They have stuff coming out that is kind of productive because how you got 2 rookies on your squad? You going through 1 rookie, and they already dumping the other one in the trash? Come on now. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense. So now you have it where we're looking at Dylan Gabriel. We got to get through him. Then we have Shedeur Sanders. We got to get through him. We got to get through these 2 quarterbacks to see what we have. But you got people mark drafting, and they already mark drafting that Shador is not him and Dylan Gabriel is not him. They already looking at Deontay Moore. If I'm saying his name right, maybe it's Deontay or Dante or Deontay. One of them, the Oregon quarterback. Now, the Oregon quarterback he wasn't really all that at USC the UCLA, and then you bring it back to he redshirted last year at Oregon and this year at Oregon. But since Oregon winning, he getting hyped. Basically, y'all, if the people who behind these articles just out here talking, then they making Cleveland look bad, y'all. They make Cleveland look bad. Because it make Cleveland look like they don't know what to do. Just draft. Now, the crazy thing is, last year, I wish somebody could find it. I know they had to have articles with Shedeur being that quarterback or a toss-up between, or maybe Travis Hunter. Somewhere in that ballpark. But see, these just mock drafts, y'all. So we got to talk about that. And then Shedeur is the answer that they looking for, but they playing dumb. I don't understand why you play like that. And then on top of that, Kevin knows that Shedeur is him. They got eyes. They see him at practice. They know that man like that. But, again, we're dealing with Cleveland. So let's jump off into this thing. So they are making the draft, and they're going to start putting out the draft stuff. And the draft stuff, y'all, until Shedeur balls out or Dylan Gabriel balls out, they are going to say that we need a quarterback. I don't understand why they keep saying we need a quarterback, knowing that Shedeur was a first-round draft pick for last year, but they faked us out and they forced him down. So now they acting like, oh, he's a nobody. Come on now. Y'all, this how the media play, and they keep it going. So now the hype is going to be on the quarterback. They got the Oregon quarterback, Deontay Moore, or what's his last name, Moore, and they have him as the guy that they're going to draft. Now, these mock drafts, these people that work for ESPN or whatever, and they write whatever they feel, but maybe somebody's giving them some intel. Who knows? I just know that they did have a wide receiver, Cardinal Tate. Now, Cardinal Tate, I told y'all, he's a guy that I know they're going to look at. He right there in Ohio, so that's easy to look at him. And I told y'all, Ohio State, LSU, them wide receivers that come out of there, them boys be nice. It's something about it, they be nice. So, but as the time keeps going, until Shedeur get out there and show he that guy, or Dylan Gabriel could show that he's that guy this game, and then the next game, and the next game, until then, they going to keep throwing that in our face. So we got to sit there and act like, dog, y'all disrespectful. That's how y'all going to act. But that is how they going to act. They going to write these articles, and they going to put the Moore kid up there from Oregon or the Indiana kid, Mendoza. They going to put them 2 at the top. You know how it keep interchanging. There was Arch Manning, then they crushed that. It was the LSU quarterback, then they crushed that. Then it was the Clemson quarterback, then they crushed that. So, and you know what? I seen somebody, as I was strolling the other day or this morning, somebody said Cleveland ought to draft all quarterbacks so they could finally hit their money. Just finally get somebody. Get all quarterbacks. Just get all the quarterbacks. Pick a quarterback each round. But, y'all, at the end of the day, they have to see what they have before they go look. Now, I don't know what they telling their scout team. I'm pretty sure if I got a scout team, I'm telling them, okay, A, look at the quarterbacks, know who hot, know who like that. And then another part of A is find me some old linemen. Another part of A is find me some wide receivers. That would be my A. Find me wide receivers, quarterbacks, and old linemen. If you find me that, I'm good. I need all of that. So if I don't need no quarterback, no more good. I wasted y'all time, but at least we had our eyes open. But I don't know why they do it like that. I don't get that. Because why we need to be looking at quarterbacks when you can put all your manpower to O-line, wide receivers, DBs, linebackers, everything but a quarterback. If I'm the Browns at this point, if I don't have no quarterback on this roster, I'm calling Jameis Winston or Russell. That's who I'm calling. Hey, man, I ain't finna pay y'all all that money, but come start for me. At least you'll have somebody you know can play. Or the quarterback at, I want to say Arizona. He from Florida. He went to Dwyer. I mean, I forgot that team down south. He was a hooper and a football player. And he went to the Gators, then he transferred from the Gators and went somewhere else. I want to call him Jacoby Brissett. I think that's who it is. I'll look at veteran quarterbacks like that. If I'm Cleveland, I'll look at veteran quarterbacks that can really win me some games that have been winning. I'm not looking at no another rookie. Like, it don't make sense. Cleveland Browns don't make sense. So when y'all see these mock drafts, please don't let that get y'all offended. You know what? I'm going to start doing me a mock draft, and I'm going to start looking for old linemen. Somebody said Caleb Downs. Now, that is a baller. That is a go-getter, but I don't know if you take Caleb Downs over getting that old line right. But he is a playmaker. But Ohio State, well, he playmaker at Alabama too. So, yeah, he might be a guy you have to get. But then you need a wide receiver. I don't know, man. This thing hard. Hey, when you pick that early up, it's kind of hard to get. Because you see an athlete, but the athlete need the D-line. They basically need the trenches. I need the trenches to be that guy. So that's where we at with this, y'all. It gets real now. It gets real. JB, what's good? J. Will, Brandon, what's good? Nate, AJ, what's happening? Ty, what's good? Miss Beverly, MJ, Jackie, what's happening? DeRon, hey, right back at you. I love CC, what's good? Just girl, you say I haven't seen any chat about them draft yet. Nah. Well, this guy who did it, I wouldn't say that he has something against Shedeur. I wouldn't think he did. He doesn't, that guy that did it don't strike me as that guy. He strike me as a fair assessment guy. So maybe that's their intel. But maybe he's just going off of based on what it looked like at the moment. I don't know. I ain't going to try to make him a good guy or a bad guy. I just never really seen him go for Shedeur in a negative way. So, but hey, they still got to see Shedeur play before they could make a move on that. That's my thing. Zipper, you say, well, what's next? That's Cleveland, man. Cleveland, that's an oddball franchise, y'all. Brandon, yeah, he about to start soon. So eventually we'll get to see Shedeur and just get beyond all this mess that they got going on. Shy, you say Browns picked out of the wrong Oregon. And they keep going back to this Oregon, don't it? DM, what's good? I love CC. Just girl, you said Shedeur is going to ball out whether or not he's on click. Correct. Now, that's how I feel overall. I feel like no matter how this story goes, he going to ball. I feel, listen, I know this may be because that's my dog. I feel like he got a Super Bowl in him. I just feel like he got a Super Bowl in him. I don't know how many Super Bowls, but I feel like he got a Super Bowl. I know you're going to say, well, he couldn't get a national championship, but he got to the HBCU. When you could get that team right around him or good enough where they ain't just hit him like that, they going to throw that ball all across the yard now. So it's just a matter of time. Get my boy wide receivers and we good. Play for Keys, what's happening? You said, what's up, Colin? You said, I hope and pray they move on from 12. Jets or the Dolphins will definitely welcome him with open arms. Hey, they probably want him. I know the Jets need somebody, but I don't know. The Jets been sorry too lately. The Jets ain't really been good since back when they had that running back Curtis Martin, I think that's his name. Yeah, it's been a while with them. Them, what's happening? TP? I love CC. Yeah, and see, that's the people doing the articles. So that's not really maybe on Cleveland, but Cleveland letting this thing drag out. Like, but I guess at the end of the day, you got to keep a zip mouth so you can get who you want to get. So you don't want to tip your hand. But we know for a fact if Dylan Gabriel can shine or Shedeur can shine, we know they ain't going for quarterbacks no more. Well, this is Cleveland. They might get a quarterback anyways. They might say, well, even though he did that, we still gonna get one. They possibly could do something silly like that. Just girl, you say the Browns don't and need they need an old lineman bad, boy. Brandon, what's happening? You said Eric Dickerson said the other day that the Bengals wanted a 2nd and 5th round for Shador, but the Browns declined, so they just gave up Joe for nothing. Now they might have did do that, but they were trying to get Joe up out of there. They say, nah, Joe, you got to go. We got to get Shador in, and you blocking it. You blocking it. We going to get that out of there ASAP. Renee, you say Eric got his ears to the ground. I wonder how they get, I guess they want this information out, because somebody else said that too, like the Bengals wanted Shador for a 3rd round, but Cleveland shut it down. I get that. I ain't giving up Shedeur either until I kick the tires on him. I kick the tires and see if he like that. But also, I see him at practice, so I know he like that. So I guess really behind closed doors, maybe they really, really got a plan. It just, we don't like how it's going. Brandon, you say the media is all of a sudden saying how 12 is so accurate. Yeah, that media up there is because they know it's about that time. Hit. Hey, they know it's about that time. Now they like, nah. We can't keep lying like that no more. We got to go and tell the truth. So I think that's where they at. They got to tell the truth now. So they like, man, Shedeur is really good. How good is he going to be? I don't know. But when they be looking at it like, God, dog, that boy be throwing that ball. Yeah, he him. How we going to play this? How we going to ease him out there and make him embarrass us? Because we going to look embarrassed out there. Well, just say it's the lead folk. Just say he had development. Yeah, I got it. We developed him. Yeah, we developed him. Okay, yes. Okay, so, hey, guys, this is what we're going to do. Okay, we got Shedeur in May. Besides all the draft stuff, we got him in May. Whether he was 1st round or not, we had to develop him. Yeah. Now, they're going to say, what about developing DG? We're going to say we developed him too. So if they want to question it, we're going to say, hey, he's where we developed him to be. Yeah, and if he's good, he's good. If he's not, he's not. Now, Shedeur, if he excels like a rocket, oh, my goodness. Who want to hang their hat on him? Musgrave, you want that? Nah, you too old, Musgrave. You about out the game. Hey, me or Reese going to have to get this. Reese, let's get it together. Because I know you're going to get out there and talk anyways. I want you to just say it's me, Reese. But I know you're going to get out there and run your mouth. Because you did it last time. You want to talk that good stuff about Shedeur. I told you to shut your mouth when you go out there. You keep running your... I'd have slapped you in your face, boy. That's what I ought to do. But I ain't going to do that because you're probably... I know what you're going to try to do to me. All right, we're going to go as a collective team, and me and Reese did it. All right, breaking news. Shedeur Sanders is starting. Yes, this is Kevin. Yeah, it's time for Shedeur. We've been working with him a long time. We've been working with him since May. This young man has really developed. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to be on a Tom Brady type level, but all I'm going to say is he's going to do just fine out there. Shedeur Sanders is going to do just fine. We like what we see in him. We're going to go day by day, game by game. We're going to keep developing him and all of our other rookies and all of our other guys. We're going to keep developing. That's what they're going to try to say when it's Shedeur turn. If everything pans out the way we need to pan out, we need Kevin to actually really be calling some good plays. We need that O-line to block. We need QJ to be running. Now, if everything going the way it need to go, yeah, Shedeur gonna have something. And then we can go to the draft. We ain't gotta worry about drafting a quarterback. Y'all, you know what I really want to see? I want to see Shedeur ball out. Even Dylan Gabriel, I want to see them ball out. And then I want to see what the analysts write then. What will they write? But it really don't matter. We gonna do it together. I'm gonna go find a list, because I don't look at O-linemen like that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna find a list of all the big time O-linemen. And when I find a list of all the big time O-linemen, I'm gonna see which ones we need, and then we'll go over it. We'll look at the chart. Now we know we need a wideout. We know we need O-line. So we gonna look for, I think Cornell Tate is the wide receiver that they gonna get. I just do. For this O-line, again, I don't look at the O-line like that, but let's say where the dog's at. You know you're going to find a dog at Michigan, Ohio State. You know you can find a dog at your Alabama, your Georgia. You might could find a dog at Florida State and Clemson. You might. Basically, all the top schools, you can find a dog. Like the ones who really competing, like really competing, and they've been competing a while. You can find a dog. So we'll look into it and find an O-lineman. Yeah, hey, cuz, you right. Proctor, the one I think he was at Alabama, went to Iowa, then went back to Alabama. Yeah, he is going to be a guy. Excuse me. He is going to be a guy. So that's a big timer. But we gonna find all the big time O-linemen. So we ain't going to have nobody guessing in our face throwing out that quarterback garbage. Because the only reason why they saying Moore is because Moore just produced, or he looked like he producing. But when they play Indiana, he ain't win that. Now, I know you guys, a quarterback don't have to win all the games, but, like, he's coming off, he played at UCLA, he redshirted, and then that means he couldn't even beat Dylan Gabriel out. I don't care that Dylan Gabriel been in college all that time. If you like that, beat him out. He couldn't beat Dylan Gabriel out. And y'all know, y'all used to say that about Arch Manning. Arch Manning couldn't beat Quinn out. Well, hey, it showed that Quinn was better. It shows that most likely, I guess, Dylan Gabriel better. So Moore might not just be that guy. I ain't saying he won't be. I'm just saying I watched him at UCLA. It just wasn't all of that. And seeing him now, it ain't just all of that, if that makes sense. Just girl, you say, I hope they get Tate. He has been improving year after year. But it's the Browns. We don't know what they going to do. CJ, you say the Browns should win at home versus Miami. I want them to. I actually do want them to start winning, but I do want to get them good draft picks too. But then at the same time, you need to win. Ms. Brooks, you say the truth. They tired of losing money. Government is shut down. Folks are being mindful. Hey, they gotta get. They push the door out there. That money gonna go out through the roof. Monet, you said they said 4 sacks was on DG, not the O-line. Ooh. Now see, that's the thing. I need Shador to be able to avoid these sacks because they gonna be on him. Rod, you say don't let Kevin call plays when Shador get in. Let Reese call him. I bet Reese want that. Reese want that. Tommy Reese, I bet that boy love that, but they probably ain't gonna give it to him. What up, what up? I see. Yeah, they probably ain't gonna allow that. Cuz you say the best line guy is the Alabama guy? Yeah, the Proctor guy? Yeah. MJ, what's good? You say the Browns, yeah, they are. They are. Who coach on the hot seat? Jay Smooth, you say the real talk, that's why Coach keep being careful with his rookies. Yeah, they know what time it is. Monet, you say I don't care either. Kevin goes or 12 goes, one is going to happen. I ain't so sure about that, y'all. They might keep both them boys. They might keep both of them and say, nah, we keeping them. Cuz you said the Dolphins about to have 45 points. Ooh, you think they... Listen, Our defense pretty good now. Cleveland defense pretty good. I don't think they gonna just score like that. Miss D, you say you ready for Shedeur to take a Jet 2 holiday to Cleveland? I don't think they coming off of Shedeur till they kick the tires. T, you say all I know is that DG has a very long leash. He does. That's because Kevin rocking with him. Kevin got to prove that he him. But you do got to give him enough time before you bring Shedeur out there. Because you can't give him 2 games, then bring Shedeur out there for the rest of the season. So you got to kind of give him some time. Kathy, you say, please let Kevin go. I don't think they're going to do it. KD. Mark Q, you say if Dylan stinks it up first half, Shedeur will come in. He has no other choice. Well, it depends on what you call stinking it up. If they still within a respectable score range, I think he stays. If not, then it's on. Clyde, you said they hinted if the Browns. You don't know. His record indicates that he should be fired, but you never know how the owner is looking at that. His record definitely indicates he should be fired. Even though he had Coach of the Year twice, then they say 1 year he shouldn't have got it. So, but he still got it. I just don't think they're going to let him go. T. Kitchen, you say the Browns should beat Miami. If they don't win, Gabriel needs to sit. Nah, because, listen, Miami better than what y'all think they are. Miami could have beat New England. I think they better than what we think they are. Double R, you say the Browns going to win big. What, this weekend? Y'all must really think you know what? I'm going to look at the Dolphins today. I'm going to look at them real, real hard. Because y'all acting like the Dolphins just whack. I seen them had either the Bills or New England Patriots on the ropes one game this year. Amar, yeah, I seen that. That boy shut it down. Just girl, you saying I hope people don't start calling for him when DG is out there. We need to see all we can see. Correct. See everything you can see from Dylan Gabriel. Allow him to do what he do. Y'all, if he gonna ball out, ball out. Because whatever he does doesn't affect Shedeur. If he ball out, he ball out. That don't affect Shedeur. Shedeur still can ball out. It's 30-some NFL quarterbacks in the league. A lot of them that make it to the playoffs, they balled out. So I ain't tripping about that. Till you say the main issue is Tua throwing bad interceptions. Yeah, I heard he do that too. But DG should have thrown some interceptions. Nick, you say the Browns are doing Shedeur dirty. They are, but I think it's a part of the bigger plan. I keep telling y'all that it's a part of the bigger plan. BJ, you say if it's close after the first half and DG has thrown interception, we may see. We could, but they going to let DG throw. Like, matter of fact, you got to allow DG to throw. You got to allow DG to the fourth quarter. You got to allow him to the fourth quarter, at least with 5 or 3 minutes left. Ms. D, I appreciate it. You said even with the game, the Dolphins lost, they were neck and neck with good teams, like a 2 or 3 point loss. See what I'm saying? Yo, Dolphins might be better than what we giving them. And then again, Cleveland, I know Cleveland is better than that Pittsburgh game. But I don't know how much better. But they are better than that Pittsburgh game. I know that much. Cap, you said DG has looked the same since day one. He has. He has, but they ain't caring about that. They saying, no, we going to keep him in and we going to play him. We're going to play him at least all October and maybe even half of November. We going to give him his time. Y'all ain't rushing us out of that one. Y'all rushed us and we got Joe Flacco out of here. But y'all ain't rushing us for DG to Shador. I told y'all I think Dylan Gabriel got until the Raiders game. I think really he'll get until the Raiders game. Unless unless inside the organization, they really feel they can beat the Dolphins and they lose. And then inside the organization, if they lose to the Jets, and I know they definitely feel like they're going to win that one. Out of any game, I think the Jets is they most likely, they know like, bro, we shouldn't lose to the Jets at all. So, and I know you got the people talking about the Jets that Shedeur might get traded there. I don't think the Browns coming off this man until he play. Maya, you said, what do you think Jalen Ramsey was trying to say? Listen, I told my business partner the other day, the only two things he could have said was, he could have looked at Shedeur and say, hey, boy, I'd do you like that if you was out here. Now, that's one version. The other version is, hey, Shedeur, boy, come get this trash out of here, boy. Come get in. This boy garbage. Come get in. Them the only two things he could have said. He was either talking trash to Shedeur or saying DG trash. It's one or the other. He telling Shedeur, I do you the same way, boy. Or he saying, hey, Shedeur, boy, you better than this trash. Why they got this man in the game, man? Why they got this boy in the game? They know you better than him. Then the only two things this man really saying. Because other than that, you in the heat of the moment. You just got the sack. You ain't saying too much. You only saying one or the other. Because you crunk. You either with Shedeur or you not. If he ain't worrying about the Shedeur saga and he ain't thinking about it, he telling Shedeur, boy, hey, they want you out here. You'll get it. You'll get it when we play you at the end of the year, boy. That's one thing. The other thing is, hey, Shedeur, this boy whack. He whack, boy. They playing with you. I know you better than this. Either way, we got to see Shedeur. That's basically what it is. Everybody want to know what he said. I wish he said. I wish he'd come out and tell us what he said. Or if Shedeur heard it, I want Shedeur to say it. But if it's in Shedeur's favor, he ain't going to say it. Because he don't want Dylan Gabriel to look bad, so he ain't going to say it. But if it's not in Shedeur's favor, if it's not in Dylan Gabriel's favor, I think he'll say it. Like if it wasn't nothing against DG and it was just for him and he's like, hey, boy, I do you the same way, I think he'll say it. But you never know. AC, you say, I agree with Coach Prime. We don't care about Cleveland. I hope Shedeur gets straight. I don't want him in Cleveland. I go with it either way. I take it either way. Like, I take him if he there. If they doing right, I take him somewhere else if they gonna do right. Whoever gonna do right, that's who I want to have it. Kathy, you say it seems like the team is behind Shedeur. Oh, now they rock with him. Hey, now they definitely rock with him. They rock with my boy because he him. Man, listen, man. You know Shedeur gonna be a cool dude. You just seen him mic'd up. Y'all seen that man mic'd up. They rock with him. So you got other players telling, hey, bro, you him, boy. Like, hey, go do your thing. It's just we got to deal with Cleveland. Cleveland and the NFL decided they was going to pull one over our face like we ain't realize it. They keep acting like this man 5th round. Now, if Shedeur would have been like 3rd pick, all these mock drafts showing another quarterback, they would look like basket cases. But since Shedeur was 5th round, DG was 5th round, they let Joe start. They was trying to get Kenny Pickett to start. It all made Shedeur look like he ain't good. But the key word, makes it look like. That ain't the fact. That's what it make it look like. We know that ain't the fact. We know that ain't truth, but hey, that's what they going for. That's what they going for. Cap, you said 12 is respected. It's the NFL players that come out. Yeah. They rock with it. Cut, you say the chemistry is important, but there seems to be no chemistry with the team and Dylan. If it's no chemistry, Kevin jacked this all up. Kevin is the reason any of this is jacked up because Kevin should have allowed Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel the opportunity to be that guy in May, June, July, August. Excuse me. Now, they could have went with Joe Flacco, but you already see Joe Flacco don't need time. Joe Flacco went straight into the Bengals, straight into the offense, and supposedly was ready for the game. So if that's the case, how Shedeur ain't ready? If that's the case, how Shedeur ain't ready? Come on, man. Dylan Gabriel out there, Cam Ward out there, Jaden Daniels out there, Caleb Williams out there, other quarterbacks that was rookies was out there, man. Y'all, it's just nonsense. EB, you say they know 12 is the unexpected first preseason game. Yeah, whoo, that had them hot. That boy threw up that wrist. Yeah. That hurt him because they didn't expect him to ball like that. Now, we did, but we still had to see it. But, boy, it was amazing seeing my boy do that. It was amazing seeing my boy ball like that. Ashley B, you say, yeah, I think they will let Shedeur go before the coach. I think he stayed. I think, now Kevin may or may not go, but I think Shedeur stays. I don't think they'll have you can't let a quarterback go. Well, they have let Baker Mayfield go, so hey, anything goes with Cleveland. See, it all come back to, is Kevin going to allow QJ to ball? Can Kevin officially put DG in a position where he look good? See, like, when they played Minnesota, DG was solid. He took a touchdown away from QJ. I get it. If I was trying to think if they would have gave that to Shedeur, how would I have felt? I still would have came and told y'all that touchdown should have went to QJ. I would have still told y'all that. Now, the touchdown that he threw to David, Dylan Gabriel, now that was on point. He hit that one. Hit that. Now, that boy hit that one. So, I given them what they should give him. But when your running back running it like that, man, don't do that, man, like that. You know the quarterback get all the glory. You know the quarterbacks get all the cash. Why not let QJ run that thing and show that he is him? We all expect him to be him. The league expected him to be him. Come on, man. Stop playing around and allow this man to be who we think he is. Allow this man to be the star that he can be. Stop with all this silly stuff and you holding this man back. I don't like that. I don't like when they be holding them players back. But they holding Shedeur back and we got to deal with it. But QJ, his carries was getting up high. Then out of the blue, we get to Pittsburgh and we like, oh no, we're so scared of Pittsburgh. We're not even going to try to run. Like, come on, man. What? Come on, now. Don't act like this. So, Kevin need to get this in order. Matter of fact, after the Miami game, we don't need to see a barely win. We need to see a dominating win. But I guess Cleveland ain't dominated at all this year anyways, so it don't technically matter. But I do want to see Kevin do his thing. Like, Kevin, if you can win 11 games in 2 different years, 2 different seasons, get us back on track, bruh. Like, come on, man. You the one said over the summer break and everything that you already know that the NFL seasons change year by year, team by team. Well, what did you change? Because this looking like an awful lot like last year. We got to watch the Browns because you got Shedeur. We got to see what they did this week. We got to see how they practice. Are they giving Shedeur practice reps? Is he finally down there with DG? Like, I want to hear that he down there with DG, but I doubt we hear that. They might not even let him come in for that because hey, last week we told you don't record, but I seen somebody record. Then we told y'all, we told you don't record, but you're going to get on here and type up anyways that Shedeur down here with the people who ain't really playing and DG with the active players. I don't like that. Don't let them go no more. Let them get scratching. Let them get scratching. Then send them out. They running their mouth too much. Send them jokers out. Now Minnesota wasn't even prepared for Shedeur. And Pittsburgh wasn't either. Yeah, keep them boys out. That's probably what they like. Keep them boys out. Because y'all telling all our secrets. JP, you say Shedeur making too much money for them to let him go. Yeah, he is making that cash. Miss Pleasant Plump, Shy, you say no. They are keeping Shedeur away from Gabriel. Yeah, they doing that. And I don't even know why, because you could just tell Shedeur, hey, Shedeur, you playing the game after the Raiders. You got the game after the Raiders, brother. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You got the game after the Raiders. Amar, you said if he takes them to the Super Bowl, he would be the first quarterback to do so. So that's why Cleveland is the best situation. Oh, you talking about for a legacy. Legendary with that legacy. Yes, that would be good. I still feel like it's a bigger hand in this. He's got the whole world in his hand. I feel like, and I ain't saying making, you know when you say let your people go and they don't let them go? Well, hey, that's what I feel like this is. Let Shedeur play. Nah, we ain't letting him play. Let Shedeur play. Nah, we ain't letting him play. Let Shedeur play. Nah, we ain't letting him play. Nah, we ain't letting him play. Nah, we ain't letting him play. And then, and then Shedeur playing. Not Shedeur out there balling. Not Shedeur the man. I think that's how that's going to play out. Sam, you said Kevin. Well, you go hard on it. He is doing silly stuff. He does make you think he ain't got them all. But, you know, Ashley B., you say they should. No, you can't rotate them. You listen, You cannot rotate a Shedeur. That's a no-rotate guy. He is a guy that comes in and take over. So they know that. That's why they holding him last. Because, see, I think they say if they would have put him first, Shedeur was going to take over. There was no seeing Dylan Gabriel ever. But they at least had to show us. Almighty, what's good? Shy, you said Mike Tomlin said it in the nicest way. Gabriel should not be the starter. Dinkin' Donk King. Dinkin' Donk King. I say Dinkin' Donk King. Hey. Yeah, that's that Dinkin' Donk King. But that's how Kevin calling it. Kevin calling it like that. That's on Kevin, man. Kevin got to tighten up. Mixon, you said Cleveland is opening act for Shedeur once he shows who he's him. Yes, they, ooh, through the roof. Take the roof off, hey, raise the roof, hey, raise the roof, hey. Yeah. When Shedeur hit him with this ran, said it. Yeah. They think, hey, QJ, they think I'm finna hand this ball to you, boy, but I ain't. How that? Jerry Judy down that field, getting it. Yeah. Jerry Judy thinking there's a ball coming down. I finally got a quarterback that can throw this ball. Watch this, boy. How that? Touchdown. Give me that. Cuz you said when Cleveland gets their new stadium, they will get a new coach and quarterback. And ooh, you tough now. I was with you on the coach. I ain't even worried about it. I be with you with the GM, but I ain't gonna be with you with the I ain't gonna be with you with the quarterback. Hey. Yeah, I ain't gonna be with you with that one. Hey, boy. Wait. I said wait. Wait. EB. Hey, look. Hey, yo. EB, you said Shedeur stated that they're helping DG prepare? Yeah. Hey, man, if y'all don't back up. Yeah. Kathy, you say imagine. Now, if he was in New York City, he'll be balling. If he was in New York, he'll be balling. But He ain't got that New York in him yet now. But he can ball right here. But look, y'all, hey, we gonna ride out later today. I want to come on as soon as, I want to come on about 4:45 or 5:15, 5:30. I don't know yet, but I will be on. Holla at y'all around that time. Holla, 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 holla.